Hey guys, I don't know if this is a good look for the internet, but I'm coming to you from my couch, my favorite spot in my house, with some chips and dip behind me that my boyfriend was eating earlier. I just got out of the shower, so I'm in my PJs, and it was a no hair wash day, so, you know. Also just got back from the gym. Good deed. I haven't been vlogging this week because if you follow me on Instagram and if you can hear it in my voice, I have laryngitis. It's very barely, it's acute laryngitis. The doctors did nothing for me. Last time when this happened to me, it usually happens when the weather changes, when when my allergies come in. But last time this happened, they gave me a shot in my butt. So I was not looking forward to that this time, but they didn't do that, and they didn't give me, last time I think they gave me steroids to like quicken the process, but they didn't give anything to me. So it's much better than it was the past 2 days, but the doctor said you are on vocal rest. I'm a teacher. If I'm on vocal rest, I can't go to school, and I'm not gonna not go to school just because I can barely talk. So yes, I'm straining my voice. Yes, that's probably terrible. But I got these Vicks Vapo Cool Severe cough drops. If you have ever rubbed Vicks on your neck, under your nose as a child, because my mom used to do that for me all the time, these cough drops taste like Vicks. It was the strangest thing ever, but they are so strong and they do their job. So I was feeling much better today. And the cough drop just soothes. My throat doesn't even hurt that much. It hurts like more towards the middle of the day when I've been talking a lot. But these made a huge difference because I came home and I basically had a regular voice. Now, obviously, this is not my regular voice. And I feel it like vibrating in my chest. So I'm not going to keep talking for long. But I'm hopefully going to vlog some tomorrow and Friday. I really wanted to vlog this whole week because I changed up math completely. I am going along with the Magic of Math, Hope King and Amy Lemon's third grade math unit. And I talked about this in all my previous videos, basically. This was my plan for the whole year, but I fell into going along with the basic plans that we do plan for the whole grade level. So I had a sick tea this morning. It was kind of 2 days old though. So it was a little like sour because it had been like marinating for a few days. But that's okay. I had a sick tea yesterday morning and then I had one the night before that. So that really soothed my throat. I also had Panera last night. But anyway, this is not about how I'm dealing with my sickness. So I'm gonna grade some stuff right. He's overwhelmed with the amount of snacks that he brought to the couch right now.
I got one snack.
It sounds like a lot of bags over there. I'm gonna grade. I'm gonna rest my voice and hopefully I will film at school tomorrow. Hey guys, so I'm in my loud air-conditioned classroom. I love my desk setup like this, by the way, but I really kind of have to go. I've just been planning and collaborating and stuff. It's really a mess in here today because we were doing writing and then we had to pack up and go. So, like, that's okay. Math has been going really well and I have robotics tomorrow, so I don't really know what else to say right now. I'm done by the end of the day. I'll vlog tomorrow morning. Hey guys, yes, this is really happening. I am at school and I am filming. However, that is because it is a Saturday. It's just been really challenging for me this year to even want to film before or after school. I am tutoring 3 days a week, so that takes up my mornings. And then when I'm in here, like early or otherwise, I just want to get things done. And then after school, I'm just no longer motivated this year after school. But the school was open on a Saturday because of all our hurricane issues. So of course I'm going to come in and I'm going to clean up. So that back corner is crazy. I'm going to handle that back corner first because there's a lot of stuff over there, but that'll be easy to clean up. And then I might want to reorganize this. Because the kids use this for the games and I just don't want everything else to be in the way. Because they're literally just finding random spots to shove things and my calendar pieces are in random spots. So those are the things I want to work on today. Oh, this as well. All of my new Scholastic books, well not these. These are the ones I just read to my kids. But I have to label and stamp these and set these up for a book raffle on Monday. Decide if I want to grade these or not. I have robotics stuff on a desk because that's my cart I use for robotics and to collect Chromebooks. So we had our first robotics meeting yesterday and the kids were so excited about it. This is a club I'm doing. It's not a part of my 3rd grade class. So it's with 4th and 5th graders. So I'm really excited because I get to work with some of the students that I was looking forward to coming to 4th grade but never got a chance to work with. And then also I get some of my old 5th graders back as well. And then a few new kids that I've never worked with before. So that's awesome. A lot of siblings of kids I've had. So it's really special to me. And my principal told me that yesterday was the best first day of robotics he's ever seen. All I did with them was I made a little PowerPoint. We did the human knot, working together, try to untangle yourselves activity. We tried to do it silent. There's a lot of giggling. There's 13 of them. So it was a bit of a struggle, but we talked about the things we use in teamwork besides talking to communicate. We talked about eye contact. We talked about hand signals. We talked about how we didn't give up, and I just had to tell them to stop in the end because that big knot was really knotted. And then I played a video. The theme this year is autonomous vehicles. So self-driving cars, and they were so excited about that. I played the Domino's pizza commercial, or it was like on the news about how they are testing out a self-driving pizza delivery car. So that was really neat. And then to give them an experience with coding, I gave them construction paper and each color meant like straight, right, left, up, down, whatever, go, stop. And they laid out a code with their team. They wrote their code down and then they had to swap with the other team and try to write down their code. And they were so excited when they got it right. And I thought it was like the simplest thing. I thought they weren't going to be excited about it, but they were standing there looking at their code and acting it out. And it was just so awesome. So we didn't get to do much with the robots, but that's okay. I'm still waiting on my other new one to come in. So hopefully from there, it will be a much better experience with the robots. But other than that, I thought it went great. The kids were all so excited, which is awesome. I'm sorry, my arm is getting tired. So let me show you this corner over here that I'm gonna start at. All right, so I kind of have like pre-made anchor charts and bulletin board posters and a lot of crates back here and these posters that I want to put up. So I think I'm going to take everything out of the corner and put it on the carpet and then move from there. Also, of course, I'm going to take off my rain jacket, but I just wanted to mention this. I got this one on Amazon from Teach, Create, Motivate. That's where I get all my labels from. I love her. But she posts about Amazon finds on her Instagram. So this was like 20 bucks. It's like a little quarter zip. Usually like you can buy these on websites where you can get your monogram on them. And it was only 20 bucks and they come in like mint and 2 other colors, I think. So I'll link it down below. Not an affiliate link. I don't do Amazon affiliate, but in case you were interested, because it is a very cute rain jacket. All right, so behind there I have this map sack, which has like a bunch of posters and stuff. I'm wondering if I can store these other extra things I have in here, because this is really sturdy. So I have to like look through this and see what it actually is, because one of my relatives gave it to me and I've never gone through it. Anchor chart paper, planets from the Target dollar spot, more of my 3 branches of government bulletin board set, this solar system bulletin board set, which I think I mentioned, and then all these crate seats. And well, these two aren't seats. These two are, but they're so written on from last year and I haven't shown my class them yet. So I'm wondering if I should just take the fabric off and ditch it and maybe make them for the future, but not have them this year, because I think my kids will be okay without them. There's not really anywhere in the room they can lean anyway, because I have that up there, and if they lean on it, it'll tear. I don't want them to lean on the books here, so I think I'm just gonna save the crates for something else, but demolish the seat aspect of it for this year. So I was able to fit all of my posters inside this map sack, which is actually awesome. There was a CD-ROM in here and like a workbook of maps, but obviously you can get all that stuff online now. So I'm tossing those, and the CD-ROM was like used with Windows 2000. So obviously probably not going to work anymore, but there is a blow up globe in there. So this is all my solar system stuff, and then the bigger stuff that wasn't able to fit in the front, the back is like a long clear pocket. So I have more solar system stuff back here. I have the rest of my government stuff back here. There's a huge map, individual maps. There's a 10 count. There's a really big book atlas. So I'm gonna leave that all in here. I don't know if I'll use the map stuff. I may pull it out when we get into that, because we do teach that in 3rd grade. But this is really great, and I'm really glad I have it, because now everything is nicely stored. I'm gonna check back here to see if I have any other kind of poster things and in my cabinet to fit in there, because I do still have a lot of space. And then I'm gonna store this probably right back there. Also in there was a student atlas and the Usborne Book of Peoples of the World. So I'm just going to add these to my library, because the kids love to learn about different places and things. And now I have to figure out these crates. I think I might just store them in that corner of the classroom over there, because I don't have a use for them right now, but I don't want to like take them home. And then this one with the stuffed animals, I'm just gonna leave right in this corner here, I guess. So I actually just went ahead and put my crates in this corner right here. It's where my bookshelves meet, and I had my newspapers back there before, just laying there. I did have to pull this bookshelf out a little bit more. It's now in front of an outlet that I thought I would have had to use, but I don't have to use it, so that's fine. And then I moved those over a bit as well. But they fit perfectly in there. And now I'm going to see if I can fold my newspaper back to a normal newspaper. And also, I think I'm going to take down my accountable talk posters. I have not introduced this yet, and I need the space to put up the things that I have introduced. So I think I'm gonna take this down, move these up there. I also think I'm going to take my shop till you drop and 5-finger rule and put it on the back here, just because I want things up here that kids can use from their seats. They don't need to see the shopping schedule every day. They don't need to see 5-finger rule every day. They just need to see it when they come over to the library. All right, so what I ended up doing is putting my 5-finger rule poster there, my shop till you drop there, because there wasn't enough space right there for it. I put my lap desks there. They used to be sitting under there, but I haven't taught my kids that they're there for them to use yet. So putting them out more accessible is one step towards that. I hung all of my text features posters There are two missing that we do talk about, sidebar and subheading, but honestly, if you know what a heading is, you know what a subheading is. And most of my kids, sidebar is like the easiest one for them because it's the newest and it's a sidebar. I moved my Harry Potter book to be right in front of my air conditioner thing and like in that spot, since obviously I can't put a poster right here. But that actually worked out perfect because I only had 11. And now I have this big gap of space, which is fine because I plan to add things as we continue learning. I did start folding my newspapers. These newspapers are from Space Camp. It's all of the stories that were ever written in the American newspaper about space travel or space exploration. So I got them laminated at the beginning of the year because this is something that's really special to me, and I just haven't gotten the chance to put it back together. So I started working on that, but then I'm like, this is a waste of time. I'm gonna get one of my students to finish folding it for me. So that's that. Over here, I put up this parts of speech poster because when I was looking through my closet to see if I needed to put anything else in that map sack, I found this and I wanted to put it up, but I didn't know where. And this is kind of like my writing area, but it's not something we're really focusing on, so I thought it was okay to be off to the side. I think I'm gonna take down that clues poster. My grade level uses that strategy, but I mean, I think it's cubes and clues, I'm just not a fan of. I mean, I'm teaching my kids to circle or box, whatever they prefer, the important information. I don't care if they box a word or they circle a number or circle a word and triangle a number. I don't care as long as they're pulling out the information. Obviously, they know to circle their answer. I talk about showing your text evidence and underlining your answers in the text, which you can't even see because of the glare. They know to look all over the place, and they know those things. They don't need an acronym. So I'm just going to take that down because I don't even refer to it and it's taking up precious space. As you can see, this has ripped off the wall. When kids stand back here, they run into it. So I'm going to see if I can pull this table out a little bit, but I'm also going to change the way I'm hanging my anchor charts. I'm going to go ahead and put a binder clip on them and then hang that on the clip. I think they'll stay much better that way. All right, so I got my posters hung on binder clips. I just have the front one down and the back one is what is hanging on my Velcro hook there, and that looks like that. On this board, I have thumbtacks in the bottom because the air vent is like right above here, so it blows them. So just to keep them safe against the wall. I think this will help as children pass by. They won't fall down as much. And then I have my traffic light transitions, since we'll be using that all year, right above that in the center of, because this is my writing side. I had it on top of this at first, but it's a lot smaller, so it looked silly, and we're gonna refer to it throughout the year, so I put it up there. I did take the clues poster down, because like I was saying, I don't really use it. I have this poster up here about good readers asking questions. I think I'm gonna print out a lot of strategies and things as we learn more things, like a little cause and effect poster, a little, I can't think of any other reading things right now. But I don't think I'm gonna laminate them because that is right at the view of the light. I mean, except when you're down, when you're sitting down, you can see it clearly. Like if I look at it from down here, the view is much better. So that's what that looks like. I'm gonna write my I can statements for reading and writing for Monday. And then I did the same thing over here for math. Now I ran out of black ones, but that's okay. And this one I could not put a thumbtack in the bottom because this is a whiteboard and I keep forgetting that. So before I put my new homework up, I went ahead and made this board all beautiful and clean, but now I'm gonna mess it up again. My boards are now all prepped for Monday. My room is smelling nice and clean because I used not only the board spray to clean those boards, but a Clorox wipe. I think I might do that to the kids' desks as well while they're not here. And there's a fly in my classroom. Like, the door's open, fly, you could leave. It's been here for days and it won't leave. So I have my little kit out here of my library labels that I prepped 2 years ago now, maybe. These are Pocket Full of Primaries library labels, the old version. And I honestly like these ones a lot better than her updated version. Her updated ones have a lot more like a straight black here, but I feel like the black makes the image stand out. So I feel like these are cleaner. I wish she didn't change them, but I'm glad I have the old copy of them. And I just went ahead, since I already have my stickers made in bags, I labeled. Now, folk tales. I feel like they're more like fairy tales than like fables, because even though they're stories like fables, they have fairy tale like aspects to them. So I'm putting this folktale one in my fairy tale. This a subscriber sent me. These are Norwegian folktales. I'm assuming she lives in Norway, so that is amazing. And I know it's taken me so long to get this into my library, but we're making it. Then I have Toy Story 3 and Cars 2, which a parent gave me, and these are in Spanish. So interesting. I only have one student, I believe, that speaks Spanish. So these are good to have for the future though, and to just, in case one kid wants to just get a feel for the language, I don't know, be exposed to it. And then I have another subscriber sent me the set of Roald Dahl books. So Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Fantastic Mr. Fox, James and the Giant Peach, which I'm almost finished reading to my kids, and Charlie and the Glass Elevator. And these I put in classic, just because to me, they're classics. And I like to keep all my favorites in one place. And then I have my I Survived book, which another subscriber sent me. Thank you guys so much. If you're wondering how people are sending things to me, it's from my Amazon wish list, which is always linked down below. But please do not feel like you need to send me anything. I was overwhelmed in the beginning when all of you felt so generous. It was amazing. But I have to go check in my library to see what I have these, which category I have these under. All right, so all of these books are labeled and ready to go. I'm going to do a book raffle on Monday, and thanks to my Captain Underpants set of 12 books and a few of you, I have enough books for every student to get one from our book raffle. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put like a bucket for Captain Underpants that they can put their names in, a bucket for What If You Had, Animal, whatever, a bucket for Roald Dahl, and then I'll have individual bags for the ones that are random. These are all books that have not been in the library, so they are all new, and every child will get one. So a book raffle is a great way to get them excited about, one, your Scholastic book orders, because after we do this, I'm going to hand out another Scholastic book order, tell them it's due by Friday. Even though I handed out the October one already, I received another magazine. So that'll make them want to go home and tell their parents to order books, and that gets me points for the classroom to buy new books. Or get them for free like I did last time. And then it also just gets them excited about reading. And it's great because even though majority of these are chapter books, all the graphic novels are very easy for my lower readers to read. Geronimo Stilton is fun with actually this is Thea Stilton, with the different words and text inside. Then I have the funny nonfiction and fiction animal stories that I exposed the kids to when we started learning about nonfiction, and I didn't have any of these in my collection. This fly, goodness. So I have a wide range of levels here for all my kids to be able to enjoy reading. Now, I should have wiped down this table before I put them on, so I'm going to move them. So this is what I ended up deciding to do. The ones that are sets, I put buckets in front of, and then the ones that stand alone, I just put a little Ziploc baggie, and the kids are going to put just a little piece of paper of their name, and I'm going to pull it out, and whoever name I pull is going to get that book. In other news, I went around the room and collected my rounding task cards. I'm really loving my folder system. I take home the red folders every day, and the green folders end up empty for independent practice the next day. I still need to make new labels for these. I want this to say, for my reading groups, I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 to make my life easy, because the kids are going to get confused with math and reading if I do both of them as colors. So my highest group is going to start a book study, and I got this for free from Scholastic, Ranger in Time Rescue on the Oregon Trail. It was a set of 6 books, and I also got the Jungle Book, which is a bit harder. So that one will be what we do next with my high group, because they don't really need extra practice on the skills that I'm currently working on. They need an extension. So this will say group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. And then this down here is going to be math small group materials. And then next week, this is going to say, and my file is going to move to this drawer. I just put my interventions, I went and hole punched them and popped them in this binder. This is what I've been doing while tutoring. So I have this folded construction paper, and the words were out of the binder that we were using, and I would slide them inside, and I would slide this down to uncover one word at a time. And then I would also use this note guard to cover up the 2 letters. They're 3-letter words. They are word chains with all of the vowel sounds. So all of this would be covered with the blue paper. That way I would slide one letter at a time so I can hear my students say the letter sound and sound out the word. So we would say each individual sound and then sound it out together. So I practiced this with each vowel sound, and my kids did really well. So I'm gonna pop this in this binder and save it for when I need it in the future. All right, it's getting close to 5 o'clock and I am ready to head out. I cleared off both my tables. The best it will be. All that stuff is stuff that I need on Monday, so that's good. I didn't get to clean back here, but that's okay. I'm happy that I got that area organized. I left my newspapers on the ground because I will handle that another time. Up here is clean. This is ready to go for Monday. My anchor charts are fixed. I have different posters around the room. I think it is looking pretty good. I'm really glad I came in today. I made a bunch of copies just now too of tests that were below a 70 or right at a 70. I like to do that to keep data and to be able to go back with those kiddos and work on that stuff. So I think that's about it for today. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. I'm not really on a schedule right now, trying to just post 1 video a week. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed being at school with me on a Saturday, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey guys, happy October. I don't know, it's almost the end of October. I feel like I haven't vlogged this month at all, but I'm here. It is Tuesday, and yesterday I had a pretty rough day, not with my students at all. Some emails I received and things. Lean on your coworkers, guys. Oh my goodness. Like, they have lifted me up so much and helped me out, my assistant principal, my whole 3rd grade team. they've just been so helpful. So yeah, everything's good now. If you saw on my Instagram, I was just feeling very overwhelmed and a little bit upset yesterday. I mean, you guys know I try to do so much for these kids, and it's frustrating sometimes when parents don't see that, or when they think that it's easy for you to pay all the attention in the world to their kid. Like, I want to help every kid in this class so bad, but it's just like every day, I don't know how to impact every student. There's just not enough time. There's just not enough. I do the best I can. So we had a math test today and they did very well. I only had 2 students below a 70, which is awesome. I am so proud of them. They're getting so good at showing their work. So I'm really glad I started that early. So I'm just gonna analyze the tests right now, and then I'm gonna make new math groups, because my original math groups I made were based off of like the diagnostic iReady assessment they did at the beginning of the year and their original tests, and I just need to move some kids around. I do have them ability-based because that works when I pull them for a small group, and they're all pretty great at math. So I think it works out. And tomorrow we start graphing. So I'm gonna analyze these tests and then I will touch base with you guys. So I've organized my desk a little bit. Actually, no, a lot of it. Got everything together where it needs to be, whatever. I made this progress monitoring file folder because I do need to progress monitor my kids. Again, being new to 3rd grade, being new to being an ELA teacher, this is something I've never done before. My friend from another school in the area suggested this to me, so let me show you. We use the program M-Class, which is all on the iPad, and it tracks comprehension, fluency, things like that. This is from Out of This World Literacy, Jen Bangle, and it's simply just a passage. It says for levels H through K, and it gives you little directions, but I mean, you can really do whatever you want with it, but you can track fluency. It gives you the tracking for it. And then on the back, it has the comprehension piece as well. I really like this because you can do 2 in 1. So basically, I don't have to use one book to monitor TRC, which is comprehension, and one passage to monitor fluency. I can do it all as one thing. So this is from Teachers Pay Teachers, and it's a whole bundle, and I'm really excited to try this out. I might also incorporate this into small groups as well, as just some practice and intervention for my kids who really need to work on things like their fluency. So I'm gonna revamp math groups and reading groups tonight. So we are starting graphing tomorrow, and I have been loving Magic of Math. So I'm setting up my anchor chart. I'm gonna have my big one that has an example of a bar graph, and we label the steps in creating a bar graph. And then I'm going to use my smaller chart paper for us to create our own bar graph together. So here is our graph ready to be discussed, and this is going to be a silly one. And here's what my main anchor chart looks like, and those arrows I had earlier I'm going to add in as we talk about them. I literally just double-sided tape everything down, and with tape I just popped the arrows back here so I can pull them out. I'm gonna pop that on top so we could do it together tomorrow. So that is all ready to go. So I made my new labels for my drawers. These are for my reading groups because I wasn't using them for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday bins since I went with this system this year, and I love that. I have no idea what happened to my group 1 though. Like, I had it made. I don't know where it is. But I moved my file over here. These are for reading groups since I do different things. Math small group materials are just going inside of here. And then next week is going to be like what I have in here right now, which is extra stuff that I never got to that could be used for math small group. So what I'm going to end up having to do in science is skipping ahead because I've just fallen behind and there's no way I'm ever going to catch up. So I have to go through tonight and see some lessons that I can skip over. I kind of have to do the same in writing. We're not going to be able to publish our first piece, which is fine because it was their first one. So we're moving into imaginative narrative. So I have their planning sheet and another planning sheet. So the days are really broken down. So I can even just have them plan on this one and not even use this one, but you know, we'll see. So I have to look into my plans tonight, figure out what I'm going to do for writing, figure out what I'm going to do for science. Anything that's a grade I have to do. With assemblies and guidance and things, they take the place of science and writing at the end of the day. So I have to figure out where to fit everything in and what to move around and what's the most important things. This is my stack of stuff, and it's not actually that large because there's different things inside here. But my stack of stuff that came out of my file drawer, I need to file in my filing cabinet. So I'm going to do that quickly before I leave today. All right, so this is how I'm leaving my desk for tomorrow. I have my iPad, my clipboards with some information. All of my plans for the day are right here. My water cup ready to be filled, homework and morning work, and over here are papers that either need to be passed out or go to the office or something like that. And then the stuff over here is what I'm taking home. And this is just my doorbell that I don't attach to myself. The room is clean, ready to go. And I will see you guys tomorrow.